This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Mesa Ridge Superlight, and the model number is 212FB. So this is not a floor plan video, this is a how-to, so I'm just going to show you some of the features, okay? Start here at the door side rear. We've got a sprayer port for the sprayer. Okay, we have a power awning with LED strip. Power, obviously. This is the vent for the range hood. So keep in mind, if you're going to be venting to the outside using the range hood, you want this flapping freely, this baffle. Otherwise you can just keep it shut when you're traveling, okay? Or in storage. Up front here we have, okay, we got your sprayer here. This is part of your jack, of course. Okay. We have this particular crank right here. It's a little different than most cranks. It's a cylinder with a slot cut in it. Well, with this you can crank the power stabilizers manually. So if you look down here at, let's see, this one here, you can see it has a shaft with a pin through it. That'll fit right over that, and if it happened to fail for any reason, you get yourself out of trouble. Now, when it comes to the 3/4 inch crank, that'll work on your power tongue jack if there's an issue. So if your power tongue jack fails for any reason, you can pull this rubber plug right out of the top, put the crank on there, and you can crank it manually also. Of course, you were already shown how to operate your hitch. If you have any issues, try to remember it, or you can always go to Husky Centerline's website, and they have hookup videos, which will show you the same thing we showed you. Deep cycle marine battery, 2 LP tanks which are full. Okay, let me come around the other side here. Okay. We have the other side of the pass-through storage here. So you have your power cord here, and a dump hose, and a reducer for your power cord to reduce it from a 30 down to a 20. Okay. This is your switch for your front stabilizers. The front switch controls both front jacks, right? And the rear switch controls both rear jacks. This is where your power cord plugs into, of course, your 30 amp cord. Your dump valves are right here, black and gray. Black is toilet water and waste, and gray is sink and shower water, of course. So you have another place to hook up the spray coiled sprayer if you want to, right? Now, right now, let's do it this way. You're going to hook your hose up to here, your city water hose. So you can see by this drawing, if it's in the vertical position, the blue valve is in the vertical position, then city water will work normally, right? Now, if you don't have city water where you're camping, you can pre-fill the tank by hooking your city water at home or wherever you're at up to here, putting this valve into the horizontal position like that, like it shows on the diagram, and now that'll fill your fresh water tank. You can use the onboard pump to pump the water. So all the plumbing will still work, you'll just be pumping it from the tank, okay? Now this right here is your black tank flush. So after you dump your black tank, you can leave the black tank valve open, that's important. Hook your hose at the dump station right on there, and you can actually flush out your black tank and clean off the sensors. So that's a really good thing to do. But it does say on the sticker here, this sticker says do not use the do not use the tank flush unless the valve is open. So you always want to make sure it's open so too much pressure doesn't build up. Okay. And You have a ladder, which is a great thing because the manufacturer states you should inspect the roof every 60 days or so. You're just looking at for cracking or separation. At the sealant, you're looking for damage to the roofing material or roofing attachments by, let's say, low branches or road debris. So you're just going to look it over to protect your investment. It should be part of your regular maintenance. Okay, you also have a housing up here that tells us this is pre-wired for a backup camera. So if you want to get a Furrion backup camera kit, okay. This is your water heater. The switches to control it are inside. You drain it right here. It takes 1 inch and a 16th 6-point socket. Always let the pressure out before you drain it, and never work on it when it's hot, okay? So it works on both gas and electric. That's just the service panel for your refrigerator. You don't have to worry about that. Okay. So, this is your control panel right here. The water pump switch I told you about is right here. So you can use this if you don't have city water. You can use this to pump water out of the fresh water tank. You also use this to winterize the trailer. You light your water heater on gas like this. Electric's this way. Never run the water heater without water in the tank. Always make sure you have water in it before you run it, okay? That's important, obviously. Your slide room switch is here. Your power awning switch is here. Never leave the awning out unattended. Always roll it in when you're not going to be there. Your battery's charged, so on and so forth. Okay, that's all your tank levels. Put this like that. Your microwave works like any other microwave. This is the range hood vent. Remember I told you about the baffle on the outside you want to have open. So keep that in mind if you're running it, you want it open. Your oven and range work like this. You have 3 knobs for the 3 burners. This knob is for the oven, and this one is the sparker. You turn it clockwise to spark. Now I don't know if he's got the gas on. If not, I'll just talk you through it. Well, there you have it. So it's very simple to work. The oven is a little bit different in that down at the bottom here you've got a pilot light. I can sort of, maybe you can see it sparking down there. It's hard to tell, but either way, you're going to go to the oven knob. You go to the picture of the flame, and then you depress it. You keep it depressed. You light keep lighting it till the pilot light lights down there. Once it lights, you still hold it in for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat up the thermocouple. Then you're all set. You go to whatever temperature you want. When you shut it off, the flame goes out, so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. This is your range hood top. Oh wait a minute. What I think I already explained that. But this should. What I was gonna say is this should always be closed when you're traveling. Okay. Of course, it's the range hood top. Of course. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green like it is. If it's not glowing green, get it serviced. It's important, obviously. This is your this is your power converter. There it is right there. So this converts AC to DC power. So you have regular, when you're plugged into shore power, you have regular 110 circuit breakers here with 110, and those are all labeled, of course. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. You got 12 volt fuses and breakers there. Okay. Also, this is a battery tender, so as long as you're plugged in, it's gonna sense how much energy your battery up front has, and it'll always keep it charged. So it's also a battery charger / tender. Okay. When it comes to your refrigerator, okay, when it comes to your refrigerator, you want it, let me put it back like it was here, I'm sorry. It's automatic on gas. Okay, so that's good like it is. You basically want to use auto electric mode. The reason you use that is because it'll always seek out electricity, and if it can't find it, it'll switch to gas. Or if you have let's say you have a power outage at the campground, it'll sense that and switch over to gas, so you never spoil your food. So keep that in mind. The temperature, you're generally going to have it up all the way, right? It's a gas absorption, so it works on both gas and 110 AC. Okay. What's next? Let's see, your table. Let me look here. We get a hold of it. Yes, your table is under here. This is your thermostat. It's to operate it, you just hold. You got to hold to turn it on and off. You got to hold the power mode button, like that. Then you just go through all the different modes till you find the one you want. Okay, and then to shut it off, you're just gonna hold it like that and shut it off. Let's see what else we have here. Your sound bar. The sound bar does not have AM radio. It just has FM radio. They've been shipping them like that for some reason. But it also has Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly from your phone or your tablet. It has a USB drive, so you could, take a USB stick with all your music on it, whatever. The HDMI is an HDMI in, so you can go into the system with, let's say, a portable Blu-ray player or something. You have 2 speaker zones, 1 and 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer, so it does a lot. It does pretty much everything you need, and then some. Let's look around here. 1 second. I didn't prep this trailer, so I'm just looking to see what's what here. Okay. The TV works like any other TV. It does have a swing out bracket, keep that in mind. Let me look in here. Okay. So, why is the smoke detector battery still in there? Let me see here. That's why they never put it in. Okay. Let me do that for you right now. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's taken care of. This also, let's see what it does. It rolls over. It's also a hide-a-bed. Okay. You have some storage underneath the mattress. You have a closed chute right there into the front compartment. Emergency escape window, which works like basically I'll do. You're just going to go like this, push it all the way through. Then you can grab a hold of the screen, or pull the screen out by grabbing this red tab and yanking on it, and the screen will come out so you can escape in an emergency. Okay, so that leaves the bathroom, I guess. So the sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. The thing to remember is you always want this latch when you're traveling. You don't want to damage the doors by them sliding on, crashing into each other. So make sure you always have that latch. This GFCI here, every outlet in the trailer, including the one on the outside, are wired through this GFCI. So if something's plugged in outside and it pops, you're going to reset it in here. Okay. The toilet is typical RV toilet in that it sits right over the black tank. So you have to have chemical and water in it before you use it. You can't use it dry. If you use it dry, it'll smell terrible, plus it'll get clogged up. So you always put a dose of chemical in, then you're going to stand on the pedal and hold it down till at least a gallon of water goes in there along with the chemical, and then you're set to use it, okay? A vent fan. All the air conditioning is ducted through the ceiling. The furnace is ducted through the floor or close to the floor, okay? Okay, so I think that's it. Let me look around here. Yes, okay, that's good. So what I'll do here, first I'll shut the lights off. Now I'm going to bring your slide room in. Sorry about my camera work. I'm a bit feeble when it comes to it. Sometimes I can really concentrate and keep a good picture, but one more thing I can tell you about. I just saw it. So this right here is telling us that you can you can scan this code to go to the website, but this, you can get 4G with it, cellular, but no, people don't do that. They go with the public Wi-Fi if they get the option. That consists of an antenna on the roof, a Wi-Fi antenna on the roof, and there'll be a router box that fits right here, right? So if you ever want better Wi-Fi for you know, for you or your family or whatever, you can look at the option there, and you get it comes with an antenna, like I said, if you get the kit, and then there's also a router that fits right over that. So keep that in mind. That's just another option, just like the backup camera. All right, I think I got it now. Okay. So keep in mind what I said about inspecting your roof every 60 days or so. That's important. It should be part of your regular maintenance. Right now this trailer is in camping mode, so all the antifreeze is purged from the system, replaced with fresh water. The water heater is in camping mode and filled with water, and you're all ready to go. Okay? Thank you.